Ibrahim Nasir International Airport, also known as Malé International Airport, previously known as Hulhulé Airport, is the main international airport in the Maldives. It is located on Hulhulé Island in the North Malé Atoll, nearby the capital island Malé. Today, the airport is well connected with major airports around the world, mostly serving as the main gateway into the Maldives for tourists. It is managed financially and administratively by an independent corporate entity known as Maldives Airports Company Limited. History Hulhulé Airport The airport first started out as a small strip of land in the then inhabited island of Hulhulé. Hulhulé Airport was opened on October 19, 1960. The first runway built on Hulhulé Island was made of slotted steel sheets. The dimensions of this runway were 75 x 3,000 feet. The first aircraft which landed at the airport was a Royal New Zealand Air Force transport plane on October 19, 1960 at 13:55 hours. The first commercial flight was an Air Ceylon flight landed on this runway was at 15:50 hours on April 10, 1962. The first aircraft owned by the Maldives landed on the runway of the Hulhulé Airport on October 9, 1974. In May 1964 the government and the people of Malé worked together to construct a new asphalt runway. The 4 districts of Malé competed for the prize money of 1,000 rupiah, awarded to the fastest district. On the first day 108 volunteers were enlisted for the project and 1,563.08 rupiah was donated. The new runway was opened on April 12, 1966 at 16 o'clock by President Ibrahim Nasir. Upgrade to Malé International Airport When the tourism boom in the Maldives began in 1972, the country was in need of an international standard airport to transport international tourists to the resort islands. So, on November 11, 1981, the airport was officially inaugurated under a new name of Malé International Airport. Maldives Airports Company Limited was formed on January 1, 1994 to operate and manage the Malé International Airport. MACL is governed by the Board of Directors appointed by the President of the Maldives. Privatization of the airport In 2010, the Nasheed administration appointed IFC to run a bidding process for the privatization of the airport. The bid was won by a consortium between GMR Group and Malaysia Airports who provided ₹1 billion as upfront fee to the government for the expansion and modernization of the airport by 2014, and its operation for 25 years. By the end of the year, MACL officially handed over the aerodrome license of the airport to the newly formed GMR Malé International Airport Limited. GMIAL announced that the development plans included reclaiming more land at the eastern end of the runway, where a new terminal is to be built. This terminal would consist of 3 separate bridged buildings. Plans for a separate cargo terminal was also announced. However, the project faced numerous delays. On July 26, 2011, Malé International Airport was officially renamed as the Ibrahim Nasir International Airport in memory of Ibrahim Nasir, the second president of the Maldives and the founder of the airport. In late 2012, the new government of Maldives under the Nasheed administration declared that the concession agreement was void ab initio and on November 27, 2012 gave GMIAL a deadline of 7 days to evict the airport, a decision which drew mass protests from the government's opposition, as well as criticism from the government and media of India. On December 7, GMR handed over the airport to the government, and MACL was reinstated as the operator. Facilities: the airport resides at an elevation of 6 feet above mean sea level. It has one asphalt runway designated 18/36 measuring 3200 m x 45 m. The adjacent waterdrome which serves the large seaplane operations at INIA, has 4 water runways, designated NRSL, NCSC, NLSAT and EW, measuring 1190 m x 60 m, 1100 m x 60 m, 1000 m x 60 m and 800 m x 60 m respectively. Runway NL is takeoff only and runway SR is landing only due to proximities with flying restricted areas. The airport has 3 terminals. They are the International Terminal, the Domestic Terminal and the Waterdrums Seaplane Terminal. The airport includes the corporate headquarters of Trans-Maldivian Airways. Airlines and destinations. International Terminal equals, some of these flights make an intermediate stop in Colombo, but Turkish Airlines does not have traffic rights solely between Malé and Colombo. Domestic Terminal equals Seaplane Terminal equals. Statistics. As of March 2013, Sri Lankan Airlines is the largest foreign carrier into the Maldives with 32 flights a week. Bandaranaike International Airport is the most common direct stop out of the Maldives as it is served by Sri Lankan Airlines, British Airways, China Eastern Airlines, Emirates and Korean Air who operate a combined total of up to 10 flights daily between Sri Lanka and the Maldives. Incidents and accidents. On October 18, 1995 an Air Maldives Dornier 228 abruptly turned right, left the runway, struck the sea wall and somersaulted into the adjacent lagoon while landing. The plane was written off. On August 15, 1996 a Hummingbird helicopter's Mi-8P lost control after takeoff due to the non-availability of hydraulic pressure. Only 4 people received minor injuries. On May 17, 2004, a Trans-Maldivian Airways, de Havilland Canada DHC-6 Twin Otter Series 300 collided with the sea wall of runway 18 after experiencing problems taking off from the seaplane base. Both pilots and 1 passenger were seriously injured in the accident. The aircraft was written off. See also, List of airports in Maldives. References. External links. Media related to Malé Copyright International Airport at Wikimedia Commons, official website, aeronautical chart for VRMM at Sky Vector, current weather for VRMM at NOAA NWS, accident history for MLE at Aviation Safety Network.